just speak some truths, if you don't mind. Because my understanding, based on reports I'm getting from campaigns and communities, is that we have not yet seen the same kinds of energy and turnout in all quarters of our neighborhoods and communities as we saw when I was running. Now, I also want to say that that seems to be more pronounced with the brothers. So if you don't mind, just for a second, I'm going to speak to y'all directly.
A big salute, family. This your brother K. Judah, giving all praise to the Most High Yah and faith in Yahshua HaMashiach. I want to say that I pray for my brothers that the Most High will give us spiritual discernment. That's the prayer that I have for my brothers, that the Most High will give us spiritual discernment and put that spirit back on us like David. Who do Obama think he is, that he can come and continue to scold black men? This is nothing new. When he was running, family, and he became president, Barack Obama, when he spoke to black men, he always disrespected black men. Now he in here speaking to black men as if he their father. He gonna lecture them about voting for a woman that is not our people. The same way we was duped into voting for Obama and he's not our people. The point that I'm making, family, is that I pray not only for my brothers but also for my sisters for spiritual discernment. We don't know who the enemy is. We look at the skin of a person and we say, this is my brother, this is my sister. We have to understand, family, that we also have enemies within and enemies without. So Obama is going to come to my brothers, and I wish my brothers would have questioned him, would have spoke up for themselves and told him, who is you? You ain't our daddy, bruh. Who is you speaking to like that? We ain't vote, and that's that. But they listened to him scold them, lecture them, as a father would do a child. And these are grown men. That's why I pray for their strength to come back, their spirit to come back, their spiritual discernment to come back. And it's no better with my sisters, because they're going to vote for her based on her being a woman. Not a black woman, just based on her being a woman with a little pecan color. We got to wake up, family, and we have to understand this. We have enemies from within and also enemies without. Let's get back to the video.
And say that when you have a choice that is this clear, when on the one hand you have somebody who grew up like you.
That nigga lying.
Knows you. Went to college with you. Understands the struggles and pain and joy that comes from those experiences. Who's had to work harder and do more and overcome and achieves the second highest office in the land and is putting forward concrete proposals to directly address the things that are vital in our neighborhoods and our communities, from housing to making sure that our mothers and our fathers and our grandparents can afford medicine and making sure that we are dealing with.
Family, do you hear Obama? This man is so out of touch with our reality. He just making up things that he think you need. Obama is so out of touch with our reality. He gonna tell you what he think you need and the proposals that she came up with that's gonna benefit you. And we all know, black men and black women, we all know this. Whoever we vote for is gonna only benefit them. It's not gonna benefit us. How long we been doing this? How long we been voting? And when has it ever benefited us as a people? It never has. So that's why I'm laughing in the inside that Obama is gonna tell our people what they need, but this man don't have a clue about our reality. What we need is for people to just leave us alone, family. That's all we need. Just leave us alone. Let us be, because they all know black people don't want to be bothered. We just want to be left alone.
Prices that are too high and rents that are too high, and are committed to making sure that we maintain the Affordable Care Act, so everybody's got help here, and cares about things like education and entrepreneurship in our neighborhoods. And that's on one side. And on the other side, you have someone who has consistently shown disregard, not just for the communities, but for you as a person. And you're thinking about sitting out? I'm not. But, you know, Cousin Pookie might be. And you're coming up with all kinds of reasons and excuses. I've got a problem with that.
Ooh-wee. Pharaoh tried to stick his chest out on that one. Ooh-wee. Pharaoh tried to stick his chest out on that one. That boy said, I got a problem with that. Pharaoh. Ham. That boy stuck his chest out. Hey, I want y'all to check this out real quick.
I need your vote.
Historically, black Americans did vote predominantly for the Republican Party, especially during the post-Civil War era and into the early 20th century. This allegiance stemmed from the fact that the Republican Party was founded as an anti-slavery party, with Abraham Lincoln, a Republican, leading the country through the Civil War and advocating for the abolition of slavery. The Democratic Party, on the other hand, was associated with Southern segregationists and pro-slavery policies at the time. This began to shift during the 1930s when Franklin D. Roosevelt, a Democrat, introduced the New Deal. Many black Americans found the New Deal programs to be beneficial, as they provided jobs and relief during the Great Depression. Over time, black voters increasingly supported Democrats, a trend that continued through the 1960s. The civil rights movement and legislation like the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965, both of which received strong support from Democratic leaders like Lyndon B. Johnson, further solidified black voters' loyalty to the Democratic Party. Since then, black Americans have overwhelmingly voted for Democratic candidates in presidential elections. In recent years, black voters have typically supported Democratic candidates by large margins, often at rates of over 85 to 90%. However, there are still segments of the black population that support the Republican Party, especially those who may align with conservative views on social, economic, or religious issues.
Because part of it makes me think, and I'm speaking to men directly now, part of it makes me think that, well, you just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman as president. Mm-hmm. And you're coming up with other alternatives and other reasons for that. And I think anybody you are talking to in a barbershop, anybody you are talking to in your house, in your family, at church, who is coming with that kind of attitude, I think you have to ask them, well, how can that be? Because the women in our lives have been getting our backs this entire time. They've been raising us and working and having our backs. And when we get in trouble, when the system's not working for us, they're the ones who are out there marching and protesting. And so now you're thinking about sitting out or even supporting somebody who has a history of denigrating you because you think that's a sign of strength, because that's what being a man is, putting women down. That's not acceptable. That's not, this shouldn't even be a question.
In closing, family, I say this. Let us as a people, let Caucasian be about Caucasian business. And let us as a people, the nation of Israel, let's be about Yah's business, Yahshua's business. Prepare yourself for salvation. Draw closer to your Yah. Draw closer to your King. Strengthen your faith in this time. This is not the time to be worrying about politics. And Trump is no better for you. Trump is no better for you. Everybody voting for Trump. Let me say this. Vote for who you want to vote for, because our people gonna do what they want to do anyway. If you vote for Trump or if you vote for Kamala, I guarantee you that is not going to change your circumstances, because you are putting your trust in man. Did not the Most High get angry at us for putting our trust in man? Did not we as a people ask for a king that we can see every day? That's how you treat these politicians. They are your kings. These are your queens. But the Most High, Yahshua HaMashiach, is waiting on you to turn to him. Put all your trust in him. There is no one you can vote for that's going to change your circumstances, Israel. And that's exactly what our people vote for. Just hoping one day, praying one day that this be the year that our circumstances change. And you've been here for over 500 years. And nothing has changed for you. Give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and give to Yah and Yahshua what belongs to them. And your brother K. Judah want to say, Shalom.